this video, you're going to learn how to use the Use of Force Report module. There are two methods for accessing Use of Force reports. One is the integrated method, which allows you to create a Use of Force report for any incident type. The other is a distinct method, which requires you to create a new incident, which copies the original incident information and then allows you to complete the Use of Force report. And I'll show you what that means. First, you'll want to find a report that you want to create a Use of Force report for. Here I have the browse with incident type of assault offenses, and I have that highlighted. At the bottom of the browse screen, I have a Create Use of Force Report button. If I were using the integrated version, I wouldn't have the ability to click this button because I can create a Use of Force report in any incident type. I'll go ahead and click this button, and it's going to give me a new incident number and give me an incident type of Use of Force. Since I'm using the distinct method here, I will scroll down, and now I have a Use of Force button. In the integrated version, this will be available on all incident types. For information on setting up distinct versus integrated, please watch the Use of Force settings video. To create the Use of Force report, simply click the Use of Force button. The fields are pretty self-explanatory. Number of officers from outside agencies. Did the officers approach the subjects? Was this an ambush? Initial contact circumstances. Most serious observed offenses. The criminal report incident number. This is a distinct report, so it picks up the original report number. If it was the integrated version, it would be the same report number. Other ORI and incident number from the other agencies. And then was a senior officer present. The next step is to add the involved parties and officers. First, you'll have to add an officer. All of the information from the original report was copied into the Use of Force report, so it knows that these two responders were on this call. If there were additional personnel from other agencies, I could click this button, include other agencies, or include the same agency if I wanted. Select personnel here, and put them on there. Now I have officers. The race information comes over from master names, but only one comes over. You can add up to 6 according to Use of Force standards. To add more, click the plus button and select however many you like, and click the Save button. For officer response, click the plus button, pick the appropriate values, and save it. Officer injury, same thing. Was officer on duty? Justifiable homicide circumstances. Location type. Was the officer readily identifiable? Was a video camera used? Incident number of the assault or homicide of the officer. Total tenure is calculated from the personnel file, and the full-time status can be as well. The Use of Force incident occurred at what location? If it was the same as the incident location, you can click that checkbox and it will bring in the information here. Now you can add the involved party that this officer was involved with in the Use of Force. This obviously comes from the original report. I'll select that there. Once you highlight the involved party, you can fill out the information. As you see here, you can put up to 6 races or ethnicities once again, and then include all of the other values. Subject resistance, subject injury, resisted officers, threat perceived, impairment, and armed. Next, you'll go to your next officer. You'll fill out all the information and link the involved party. Once you link the involved party, all of the previous information will already be filled in. Note that there is no Save button because all of the information is automatically saved. I can go back in here and look at any of the information that I actually completed, and it's all still filled in. I had 2 officers involved, and therefore my use of force reports are counted as 2. And that's it. You've just completed a use of force report.